Hey folks, this is Mary. Welcome back to my channel. So, yet another month has gone by, and I got the most wonderful surprise when I got home from work today. I don't know why it's a surprise, because I get email notifications that the package is on the way, but I always manage to forget between the time I get the notice and the time I get the package. So, it's still a lovely surprise. And so yes, this is our monthly ink journal package, which I am so very excited to open. And I'm also trying something new with my lighting today, so hopefully the lighting will be a little bit better this evening. And I hope I don't go blind or set the house on fire either, so we'll see how that goes. And I will try very hard not to show my address on camera or anybody else's. Well, I'm sure Mr. Odo has his address out there because, you know, he's a businessman, but those of us private people don't necessarily want to have our addresses shown. Okay, there's something really, really interesting in the box, which I'm not going to show to you because, oh my goodness. So, here's your first clue. Isn't that an exciting sound? I'm so excited. Okay. So my rule of thumb is swatch the inks first and give them a chance to dry and look at the goodies later. So I'm going to make you wait to see what the goodies are because, oh my goodness, there's some good goodies. I'm excited already. Oh, I'm excited when I see the box on my porch when I get home from work because this is just the most fun mail ever. And I was so hesitant to start getting this subscription for the longest time because I didn't think I would like it, but silly me, it's fabulous. And in case you aren't aware, they recently raised the price of the ink flight. So it used to be $25 a month for the inks and the goodies, and now it's $30 a month for the inks and the goodies. So this is the first month with the raised price. So, oh, I need the paper. Oh, Mr. Paper. There we are. Oh my goodness. I just saw what the ink is. I think I might cry. And I think I might upset Gus too, so I have to control myself. Okay. It's Colorverse, Season 7, and I'm going to die. I want to try all of these inks, but I don't want to buy all of the bottles, and I don't think anybody has samples yet. But guess what? I have samples. I'm so excited. I can't stand it. Okay. So, we are going to swatch these babies in the order that they are. Let me try to get these in the shot here. We're going to swatch them in the order they are on the paper, and I will tell you what the paper says about each ink as we get to it. So, okay, for those of you who don't know, Colorverse has come out with their newest season of inks, and they, oh no, we're having little shadows on our paper here. Okay, we're going to move these guys over to the side. It's fun to have the vials visible. Maybe I can put them on this side, and they won't make such shadows. Whoops, they're like little dominoes. When one goes, they all go. But yes, Colorverse puts out, they just don't want to stand up. All right, y'all, come on. So yes, Colorverse puts out seasons of ink. And each season is about something different. So, oh, there's my clock telling us what time it is. So this month is Colorverse Season 7, Eye on the Universe. And this is Deep Space Astronomy, so extra exciting. Okay, so first up, let me see. I need to find it here. This is Colorverse Hubble. Ooh, we got a lot of shadows there. Can we see that? Let me zoom in a little bit. Colorverse Hubble. This rich pinkish red is dedicated to astronomer Edwin Hubble. And as most of you probably know, the Hubble Telescope allows us to see deep into the universe, which is very exciting. And please excuse me, my allergies are just killing me today. I think we're getting close to the end of, uh-oh. I don't have any of my ink holders, any of my vial holders. Oh dear, where are my vial holders? I think they're over at my other table. Okay, I'm just gonna set him carefully aside and try not to knock him over. Oh dear. I have yet to have an ink accident, so I don't intend to have one starting today. Okay, so this is Colorverse. Colorverse. Oh dear, I think the table is shaking a lot. Colorverse Hubble. And, ooh, do I have a paper towel to wipe off my nib? Yes. Uh-oh. And something just fell on my foot. Oh, my desk is such a mess. I still have not recovered from 30 inks, 30 days. It was quite the experience, which I don't think any of you have experienced much of it yet because I've been having such technical issues. But it seems like my oh shoot, I put the cap back on. No caps yet. I have to swatch it. I keep doing that. But my swatching Sunday video is trying to upload as we speak. So hopefully you will be seeing that soon. And after that, hopefully you will be seeing this ink flight video very soon. So keep your fingers crossed. Ooh, and there's some dog hair on the card, which is not unusual at all. Let me see. Ooh. Well, that is lovely. All right. Well, let's see if we can get a drip out of it. And yes, we're getting a drip. Very exciting. Wow, that is quite an eye-popping red. Okay. And let me see. I'm looking for something to put my used Q-tips on. I usually have a little container or something. Okay, moving on. Okay, so we're gonna set him aside to let him dry. All right, so next up, let's see. All right, next up is SM1. This dark teal blue has a strong purplish red sheen. Ooh, I can already tell I'm gonna like this one very much. Ooh, look at that cap. He is quite dark, very pretty. Okay, whoops. The trick is to tilt the sample to get the ink without spilling it on yourself. And sometimes that's quite a trick. Wow, can you see all the sheen on that lip? Can we see that? Sort of. Ooh, I hope this light's gonna work. Okay, so this is Colorverse. SM1. Now, I do not know what SM1 refers to, so we're all going to have to do a little bit of homework to see what he's all about. But space is very exciting and very cool. And oh, did you guys hear about the Chinese rocket that re-entered the atmosphere and was throwing debris everywhere? I heard that NASA was criticizing the Chinese Space Agency for not dealing with their space junk appropriately, but I don't know, I'm not very well educated on the subject, but it seemed to me like the debris fell in the Indian Ocean and there was no risk of, no risk to human life or property. So, I don't know, it seemed okay to me. I mean, it didn't fall in the middle of a city or anything. Gosh, is this light gonna work out? Can we see that? It's still looking kind of dark to me. I don't know. Of course, it's hard for me to tell while I'm filming, but we'll see. I do see some sheen coming out, so that's exciting. Ooh, and I might have to sneeze. Ooh. Trying not to sneeze, trying not to sneeze. Okay. All right. And his cap is, I'm sorry, the threads of the vial are just really inky. Inky, inky. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, don't mind the rest of the ink on my cloth. There's just ink everywhere. That's part of the fountain pens. Oh, I wonder if I should put little colored rings on top. Well, not right now. I'm too excited. Okay, Colorverse. Let's see, who is next? Alrighty. This is Colorverse Extreme Deep Field. Even darker than SM1, this teal black has amplified violet sheen. Oh, doesn't that sound exciting? And he's looking very dark in there. But his cap is much cleaner. The other cap was quite messy. He seemed close to trying to leak, but it didn't leak. And knock on wood, I have not had an ink flight leak yet. So hopefully that will continue. And the vial is very clean too, which is interesting because here's the SM1 vial and he's just inky all over the place. So, and this one too, it's like the inks are very sticky. I mean, they're sloshing around and they're staying on the vial. But this one, it doesn't seem to cling. Well, that's really interesting. If I shake it up, it just runs right down again. Huh. It's not sticking to the sides. Well, I don't know what that means, but it sure is interesting. Okay, so let us get some ink on the paper here. And see, the cap is still very clean, even though I shook it up. I mean, the threads of the cap are still very clean. So that's really interesting. All right, trying to get some ink on my nib here and not spill the vial, which is very important. All right, this is Colorverse, and it does look very dark. And this is Extreme Deep Field. And I have to tell you, speaking of space, is it Amazon Prime, I think? They now have Aliens, the second Alien movie, available to stream. So I had myself a little Alien, oh shoot, what's the word? It would have sounded so much better if I could have just spit the word out. Marathon. I had myself a little Alien marathon. So I watched Alien, and then I watched Aliens. And Aliens, the second one, is my favorite one, and it was so good I had to watch it twice. So I have space on the brain. I love space movies. They're so much fun. Okay. Ooh, my. Yes, this is very dark. Goodness gracious. Dark and wet. All right, let's see if we can get a little drip out of him. No, he doesn't seem to want to drip, so I am going to re-dip and see what I can do. He's doing a little tiny drip, but it's so dark. See, there's the drip. It's so dark you can't hardly see it. Interesting. And I'm getting ink everywhere, which is what happens. Okay. that is that one. And who do we have next? This is Pillars of Creation. Named after structures found in the Eagle Nebula, this deep purple has green sheen. Very nice. And he is sticking to the sides of his vial. Okay. Trying to get me some ink here. Okay. All right. Colorverse. Pillars of Creation. Well, that sounds really beautiful. I like that. Okay. Wiping off my nib. So, what are your favorite space movies? I would love to know about some more of them, because I would love to watch some more of them. I've only seen 2001: A Space Odyssey one time, I think, and I really wasn't impressed. But if you have seen it and you enjoyed it, then I would love to hear your opinions about it, because it was just not my favorite. Wow, this is a super dark red. Super duper dark. Well, it's not red, it's purple. Deep purple with a green sheen. But it's looking almost like, shoot, what was that other Colorverse ink? The one that was in the mystery box last month. I'll never think of it. Not Vortex Motion. But it was the really, really dark red that looked almost black. It's looking kind of like that. Ooh, I already see that green sheen popping out. Can you see that? I'm sure we'll see it better once it starts to dry. Very interesting. All right. Let me see. I really love Colorverse inks. I mean, the colors are interesting. They have nice qualities. They are named after cool things that I'm interested in. Okay, who is next? You are next. Okay, this is Colorverse Crab Nebula. Found in the constellation Taurus, this gassy dark green has a purple sheen. Ooh, what does a gassy green look like? I can't wait to see. Let me see. He's looking very dark. Crab Nebula. Gosh, did you guys ever watch that show Star Blazers? It's a anime cartoon, I think from like the 70s. Oh, we used to watch it when I was a kid. I loved it so much. But what was the girl's name? Was her name Nebula? For some reason that just popped into my head. I can't remember. Gosh, I thought she was so cool. This smart, sassy girl on this epic space journey with all these guys. And boy, she put them in their place. Shoot, I'm going to have to look her name up. I can't remember what it is. It's going to drive me crazy. Ooh. For all you green lovers out there, I think you're going to like this one. Ooh, that is pretty. It's dark, but it still looks green. It's not so dark that it doesn't look green anymore. You know how sometimes they just the colors get super dark and you can't really tell what it is anymore? But that is lovely. Lovely. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay. Only 2 more to go. So much fun. Okay. So who is next? Colorverse Hippocamp. And it looks blue. This light cornflower blue represents the faint moon of Neptune discovered using the Hubble Space Telescope. Cool. I think Neptune is blue, isn't it? I was just talking with somebody the other day. I think we were talking about how we still think there are 9 planets in the solar system. Because poor Pluto. Why did they have to downgrade Pluto? I mean, it's still there. It didn't disappear. So instead of saying Pluto is a dwarf planet and we can't say we have 9 planets anymore, why not say it's a dwarf planet and then we add all the other dwarf planets to the solar system? Because they're there, they count, right? I think they should count. I don't know what the other dwarf planets are, but there are other objects out there around Pluto. Okay, what is this? I want to make sure I spell this correctly. Hippocamp. Now, the hippocampus is a part of the brain, right? But I don't remember what it does. The hippocampus. Is it something to do with memory? I can't remember. Oh my goodness. I just have all these little bits of information floating around in my head, and they don't do me a lot of good if I can't put all the pieces together. But, yes, I think we need to add all of the objects to the solar system. What is that called out there? Is it the Kuiper Belt where Pluto is? Gosh, I was like looking into all this stuff a couple of years ago. There's the Kuiper Belt and then there's the Oort cloud. And I think the Kuiper Belt is kind of a disc shape, but the Oort cloud is like it's like a globe that encompasses the solar system. That is such a pretty blue. Gosh, the swatch is so light, but the writing is a really pretty blue. I don't know if y'all are interested in all this space stuff, but oh my goodness, we're talking about space ink, so we got to talk about space things. I used to think it was called the Kuiper Belt. I think it's C-U-I-P-E-R. And I thought it was Cooper, and then I saw it on Jeopardy, and he pronounced it Kuiper. So I guess it's the Kuiper Belt. And that's where objects come from. I think that's what Pluto is considered to be in. But then there are objects like Halley's Comet. And do they come from the Kuiper Belt, or do they come from the Oort cloud? I can't remember. There's so many things out there, it's hard to keep track. Okay. So the last one, ooh, a random 7th color, HST CoStar, NGC 1850, which is glistening, Mystic Mountain, which is glistening, Horsehead Nebula, which is glistening, and Comet SL9. Okay, so I have NGC 1850, which is glistening. And look at all that glisten in there. Can we see that? Sort of. I think I shook it up a little bit too much first. But I can see the shininess in the vial there. Okay, so I'm going to shake it up a little bit so we can distribute our glitter. I got an email from Hipponoto, and they're talking about some of their inks that are glistening inks, and they've had requests for non-glistening versions of them. So they were asking which colors people wanted to see as non-glistening colors. So of course I voted for blue because, you know, blue. But I think at the time that I voted that purple was in the lead and blue and green were kind of tied. But I would be perfectly happy with a non-glistening purple ink. That would be very nice. And I think the picture on their email was of a glistening purple ink, so maybe that's why people were thinking about purple. Or maybe they just like purple, because purple's cool too. Okay, so this is Colorverse. And this glass nib is laying the ink down really thick, so we should get lots of shimmer. NGC 1850. And again, I don't know what that refers to. So Colorverse gives us beautiful inks, and then they make us think about things, which is also fun. I was watching, I can't stop watching science videos, which isn't a bad thing, but Neil deGrasse Tyson, I love his videos so much because he's so good at explaining things. I mean, he just explains things in a way that makes sense. Ooh. Oh, I can see the glitter. Oh, look at all that glitter. Can you see that? Is that in the light? Oh my goodness. I can't tell. But I can see mucho glitter on the Q-tip. Oh, there we go. Look at all that glitter. It looks like stars. Cool. Okay, so we're going to put the glitter on the swatch card now. Ooh, it's feeling a little dry on the card. So I don't know if that is due to the ink or the glitter or what. And I'm trying to get him to drip. He's thinking about dripping, but not too much. Uh-oh. Are we out of focus? There we are. Yeah, that is a big old blob of ink, which means he is going to be very shimmery when all is said and done. So I'm going to set him aside. And even though we're sad that all of the swatching is over, that means it's time to look at our goodies. And they look like really good goodies too. So let's see. Okay. Ooh la la. Do you remember the little hint that I gave you? I have to zoom out some because it won't fit in the frame. Look, it's a little pouch. And, oh, that's cute. Ink Flight 52. Oh, look at my finger. Oh my goodness. That's like all the inks combined on one fingertip. But there is our little ink journal sticker. It says Ink Flight 52. And for those of you who don't know, this is the way the sets of Colorverse ink come. They're original sets. It's a big bottle and a little bottle. It's a mama bottle and a baby bottle. And they're so cute. And they kind of look like little slugs. They've got little tails. I don't know. People say they look like all different kinds of things, but mostly they're just really cool and really fun. Okay. And this is the little pack of goodies that comes with the Colorverse inks. So they've got a little napkin here for you to, you know, wipe the ink off your fingers. And there's some little stickers that come. And then this little guy is a pen holder. And I think that's a bookmark. But I'm not going to open these right now because my fingers are so inky. So I'm just going to set him aside for the moment. And let us look at this pouch. Oh my goodness. Two-way pouch, Midori. Let's see, what does this say? Durable, versatile, reliable Cordura fabric. Cordura fabric makes this product more durable. Stylish durability and lightweight strength. Resistant to tears, scuffs, and abrasions. Designed for living, built to last. Well, that's what we need. We need something that's going to last. Cute. So it's a little zipper pouch. And, well, there's some Velcro in there. What does that Velcro do? Ooh, it has a secret pocket. Oh, my goodness. So you can hide all your secret love notes under there where nobody else can see them. And then it's got a pocket here. So I wonder if this is designed to fit maybe like a little pen case. What am I thinking of? A pen sleeve. A little pen sleeve in there. Okay, I'm going to flip this over and see what it says. Let's see. The Midori two-way pen pouch is handy for all your sunny adventures. It is lightweight and durable, resistant to tears, water repellent. The built-in strap makes it easy to carry. Let's see. The larger zippered compartment can be used as a valet or pen tray on your desk. So it can just sit open on your desk. Gosh, it's so dark. Can you guys see that? I hope you can see that. And both compartments have a mesh inner pocket. Oh my goodness, there's another zipper on here. Silly me. Oh yeah, so there's a pocket on the outside, and there's a pocket in that compartment, and then there's the bigger compartment that has a pocket. And you can see that's mesh. And this one is also mesh. Cool. Alrighty. Okay. For more protection during travel, we suggest slipping your pens into a rickshaw plush sleeve before putting them in the two-way pen pouch. Yes. So I can see like a little 3-slot pen holder. You put your pens in that, and then you set it in here, and then you can zip it shut. So the pens aren't sliding around inside the case. And, you know, the pen sleeve will keep it cushioned and safe. Cool. Well, that's really nice. Alrighty. So it has been a few minutes. Hopefully our inks have had a chance to dry. So let us take a look and see what we have. Okay, first up was Hubble. Oh, I'm going to get the zipper case out of the way. Okay, first up is Hubble, and that is a very vibrant pinkish red. Ooh, and look at the shading on that. Can we see that? I hope you can see that. It has really pretty shading. I'm afraid my lighting is kind of dark, but it has some beautiful, beautiful shading. And then it has that bright green sheen on there, which is very nice. All right, and then we have SM1, which was the dark teal. And again, there's some nice shading on the writing. And it's a dark teal blue. And there's that pinkish sheen, which is very noticeable. Can we see it in the writing? A little bit. So some sheen on the writing and also some nice shading. I'm a big fan of shading. All right, next up is Extreme Deep Field. And this one is even darker than SM1, and it is like a really dark blue-black. And this has violet sheen, which we can see right there. Very cool. And it seems to have less shading. I think shading is harder to see in darker inks. But very cool sheen. And then we have Pillars of Creation. This is a deep purple with a green sheen. Oh my goodness, it is like all green sheen. Oh my goodness. Look at that, it looks green. It looks like green ink. There's a little edge of some reddish purple here at the bottom, but that is like 95% green sheen. So if you're a fan of the sheen monsters, this one might be the one for you. Wow, look at that. That is crazy. And again, with the really dark inks, it's hard to tell if there's any shading. I don't see any, but I can see the sheen on the letters. Let me see if I can turn that so y'all can see it. Can we see that? Oh, see, I've just been yakking so long, the clock is going off again. Yeah, I can see the sheen on the letters in person, but I think it's just hard to turn it so you can see it on the camera. But this is definitely a crazy sheener. And then who is next? Crab Nebula. Where is Mr. Crab Nebula? He is right here. This is the gassy green with the purple sheen, which I just think is so funny. But this is a beautiful dark green. It's not so dark that it doesn't look green anymore, but it's a really rich green color. And then it's got that violet sheen. Oh, wow, that's really pretty. And again, I'm seeing some sheen on the letters. And I'm seeing a little bit of shading too. Can you see it on the L? Oof, it's looking really dark. I mean, my lighting is looking really dark. But yeah, I see some shading on the letters and maybe a little bit of sheening on the letters too. Very cool. Very cool. And then we have Hippocamp, which is the cornflower blue. Very pretty. Some nice shading on the letters. And he's still drying a little bit down there. And again, he's making the card buckle. Can we see the card buckling? I don't know what it is about certain inks. Certain, I want to say lighter inks that are like high shaders. They just seem to make these cards buckle. It's so weird. It's like they're so wet, they're just soaking through the card. Because this is watercolor paper. Interesting. Yeah, no sheen on this one, but it looks like it would be a gorgeous shader. And a very pretty blue. And it's very readable. The swatch looks really light, but the writing is perfectly readable. Very cool. And last up, we have our random ink. This is the NGC 1850 with the glistening. It's the glistening Colorverse NGC 1850. Ooh, and he's got some red sheen. Now he's still drying. He has not dried yet, even though, gosh, it's been sitting for a while. But well, maybe the shimmer doesn't let him dry very fast. But can you see that red sheen? So it's like a dark teal with red sheen, and I think that's gold glitter. It's hard to tell. Oh my goodness, it's really hard to tell. Maybe that's green. Is that green shimmer? I can't tell. I haven't looked these up online yet, so I'm sure whichever retailer is selling these, they would tell us what color the glitter is. But I'm thinking it's looking like a greenish glitter, and then the red sheen and the teal ink. So we've got three kind of, are we in focus? We've got three kind of dark teals or dark blues, these three guys. And then the purple with so much green sheen, it looks green. So I keep wanting to call that green. It's not green, it's purple. It's dark purple with green sheen. So we've got teal, 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 green, purple, blue, and a pinkish red. And wow, that Hubble, that is really shading beautifully. I hope you guys can see that, because that is really pretty. I'm a big fan of shading, and that is so pretty. I love it. All right. Oops, I just knocked over all the samples. I'm too excited. So those are our inks for today, which I am super duper excited about. And our beautiful little, oops, get back in focus, y'all. Our beautiful little pen case. And where's our sticker? Our cute little sticker. All right, well, thank you, Ink Journal. This was super fun. And man, I can't wait to get some of these inks. And of course, the ones that I don't have samples of, I wish I had samples of them, but I'm sure I will get my hands on them eventually. So I hope you enjoyed this. And if you enjoyed these Colorverse inks, be sure to check them out. And if you'd like to have an ink flight, be sure to check out the Ink Journal website if you would like to subscribe. And wish me luck on getting this video uploaded sometime this month. I don't know. And I hope to see you again soon. So take care. Bye-bye.